Hey everybody. I think I've ever done a spoken video while page turning. So, what's been happening with me the last time since I actually did speak a little bit has been the fact that they totaled my car, which I guess in retrospect, I loved Lizzie, that was her name. It's a good car, but once there's so much damage done to it, it's probably not good to get it back. So, what I've been doing the past couple days is car shopping, which I hate. I would rather have a root canal. It's not the actual cars, it's the salesmen. They're like vultures. So, kind of think I have an idea of what I'm going to get, but I figured you and I could look through these last magazines, which I haven't done yet, and see if there's anything that strikes my fancy. Do just a little bit of talking every now and then, but not too much. So, let's go car shopping. What I am looking to get is something with good gas mileage, of course, reliable, and something that's not going to be crazy on the payments. I used to drive pretty much a little bit of everything. I've had compacts, I've had a one-ton dually, my Ford F-350 was a gas engine, 460 engine. Her name was Emma. I do name all my cars. It's a little strange, but my first car was a Chevy Camaro. I don't want that again. I do like the Velosters by Hyundai. I saw one, it was this just very offensive green, and I loved it. Unfortunately, it had way too many miles on it. It was great though. I'm still thinking about it. This one. And I am the kind of person who I would rather have something one model year older and have it loaded with all of the options instead of getting a brand new car and having it be bare bones. Because I like fun stuff in there. What I'm considering is an Elantra. I know these are going to sound very boring. Or what I really, really want is a Mazda 3. But Grand Touring with all the bells and whistles is pretty expensive for me. So I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do that. Look at that. What I really wanted to do was go into the Ford dealership, and I think I still might do it tomorrow and say, when they say, let us make you a great deal, I want to say, sure. $2,500 down and $250 a month. I would like the Ford GT, please. 2017. Any of you do know, it's about a $500,000 car, and it's just beautiful and quick and fast and amazing. be excited. And I'm not a real car person. I really don't care in the big picture as long as it's comfortable and gets me from point A to B. And reliable. Problem with these places is they don't seem to have mileage in them all the time. And one of my better cars was a Honda. Well, Prelude. I bought it for, I think, only $1,000, just so I would have something to drive around when I used to live in Chicago and I didn't have to move my big truck. Because when you find parking for a one-ton dually, you tend to like to keep the parking. So I bought this, and it was just, I think it had like 170,000 miles on it already, and it was still an amazing car. For year 2014 and newer. I see this green. If they have the green Veloster in there, I'm going to show it to you, because wow, it was very loud, and I still loved it, and I've never seen one like it. It's 13. Some pretty good pages. Part of me says, you know what? Just get a cheap car, and that way you don't really have a car payment for more than a year. But, you know, I just want it to be reliable and have a warranty, so I'm going to get myself into another car payment. This online and see what it comes with. It's a 2012 Mazda 3, but it's a touring sedan. I like the touring or the sport. Too soon about these pages. Wow, that's gotta be a great car. Cost you $35 a week. It's a month. I actually kind of go to dealer versus the car lot, which I have mixed feelings about. Throw a lot of money just straight into the gutter when you do, but if your car's certified, it does tend to make it worth it. Jeeps, I had a Jeep as well, 1976, I believe, V8 Renegade. When Jeeps look like Jeeps and weren't $45,000. They are crazy expensive. Anything in these pages. There's Rascal snoring up a storm. Who's actually awake? Probably because of Rascal. Don't like the color. Color should be the least of my worries. And in a perfect world, I want a sunroof. We will see if it turns into a perfect world tomorrow. I have one vehicle picked out that pretty much has everything I would like for the most part, except, excuse me, it's not a Ford GT, but you can't have everything. Tell you, and all of the different classes of a particular car, I guess what they call the trim style, is incredibly frustrating to go through. Because you think the car is really exciting, and then you go there and it's like a box with wheels and a steering wheel. It doesn't have any options at all on it. So, or at least like some Bluetooth and you know, 2012 wouldn't be so bad, but then again, you start getting older technology. So, it's kind of a pain right now. Too many Mazda 3s. Team Kia Optima. LX. See, I don't even like Kias. Gonna look at a Ford Focus tomorrow, which is not really all that about. I mean, it's basically a Mazda 3 without as many bells and whistles, and not as comfy. And it's a Ford, but it's got a great warranty and it's got everything that I'm looking for. So. And I hope I don't offend anyone if I'm talking poorly about some cars. And also, if you have any ideas to give me about a particular car that's terrible or great, please let me know. Don't want to lease. Car Spot. Mike Owens, the Big Cheese. That's the owner, I suppose. Yeah, Big Cheese. I went here, and I really don't care for when you go in, they want you to ask every price on the car. I would just rather like to know what the price is and not feel like they're going to be making it up along the way. Good evening, Lou. I really used to like this Mitsubishi Eclipse, but they're just not reliable enough for me, especially since they're older models now. I'm traveling in a car for 270 miles and don't need to break down in the middle of the desert. I don't think I was supposed to feeling too well last night. He seems to be a little better today. He's better earlier. Been back and forth. So I'm kind of keeping an eye on him. Then you have these places that are like, you can pay for it cash, $16,998, or $95 a week for the rest of your life. Not a good deal, these places usually. Not saying you can't get a good deal here and there, but chances are you're gonna get screwed. But I have an attitude. The 66 Olds 98, one owner, only 36,000 miles. That's crazy. Oldsmobile. I also don't want to have anything expensive. It doesn't have a great warranty. I don't want to have anything that's just oppressive to fix, cost-wise. 15 Elantra, limited low miles, factory warranty. No sunroof. It's not a dealer. They don't want you to bring your own financing to any of these places. And I don't have great credit as it is, but wow, they'll charge you like 30%. Miles a year, that's not very much. How old is this one? Let's take delivery by 12/31/15. This is January 8th. Weird. It's kind of weird. Why would you pay for this ad if it's an old ad? It's a current magazine, but the ad expired more than 2 weeks ago. Silly. Stock photo. That doesn't do us any good whatsoever. SE. It's gonna buy the Jeep Compass years ago. I love this CLS 500. I think it's a smooth looking car. Mercedes go. This car I never really saw ever. A C430 convertible. Strange. Alright, well, starting here so far. the prices. Come to Tobin Seat Shop. Mm-hmm. Used to have a show on it. It was like Sunday mornings. And they just parade the cars through. And it's kind of like shopping without having to go to the superstore, which was kind of nice. I'll take a Cadillac. My father was a Cadillac man, so I have this strange soft spot in my heart for Cadillacs all the time. Still, I still love them. Well, not all of them, but there's some that are very, very cute. Okay, I think we got this. So this too. It's the same ad. I know it's getting bad when I recognize the ads. Sometime. I know you were here. Okay, well, that's lost for 315. Diamond say 14. Actually already seen. Oh, this is kind of wouldn't even mind like a really tiny car, like a subcompact, if they had enough bells and whistles. It seems silly, but so it is. Someone. Same. Okay. I did start looking through here, that's why I recognize some things. Where's Sunroth? Please? No. Well, cheap. Oh, 69,000 miles. That's why. See, like these Fiestas are all, they're very cute, but look inside of them. Just not enough stuff. Oh. I used to have, my car was a Saturn Ion 2. It was a quad cab, or quad coupe. And it had suicide doors. And it was a badass car. Do you know Honda Civic EX-SI? Two. That's my. Take a little closer look at those. I haven't looked at those. Fusion. Just looking through the car. car except for it's blue. So all the blue cars. And they make you like go in to get the car and like one of the salespeople, they're like, well, you were driving a Saturn only for this much a month. I said, yeah, for 3 years. And it got me, what does it matter what I was driving? It went from point A to point B, and I loved that car. So don't you say a bad thing about that car. She served me very, very well. Defroster. This one didn't say whether it's loaded or not. Probably not. Consider it. Change. I know when I go there, oh, it's you. Here's my pretty car. Like one, two of them. And the funny thing is, this Mazda 2 Sport, for all of my European watchers, they have those. Still manufacturing them in Mexico and sending them into Europe. I need to get up and stretch. It's a bad angle. This Smart for 2, I wouldn't even mind that. I think it would be lovely, except for I would blow off the mountain on my way to California. So, yeah, can't do that. Okay. Oh, the fun cars. Let's see what we have here. Audi R8. The vintage 83 Camaro. Boxster. What's wrong with that? $14,000 only. Porsche. Scion. Nismo. And my two Mustangs. Probably the best. Although, let's go to luxury, what I will not be purchasing. And the ones I can purchase would be needing repaired, and then I would be sad because I couldn't repair it. Hmm. 2015 Hollister, 16,000. Eh. Some of these places I know. Fire sale, 427.75. ATR, smog, prep fee. Maximum term. I don't understand. It and see what model. You know, a lot of them I know that right here. It's, I think, a little too high. But there's a really nice app on Android. Both cars.com and Car Guru. Oh, pardon me. CarGuru.com. They will tell you whether it's a good deal or not, what it is over the Blue Book, and if it's comparable to other asking prices in the area, and also that's just a really nice option. I think Edmunds has it to some point as well. And cars.com. Honda West. Look at all of their fun stuff. A couple Hondas I wanted to look at. And these are all SUVs. I don't need an SUV. I don't want one anymore. And I've also been watching a lot of YouTube reviews. So it's kind of a good thing. You can more face-to-face, not face-to-face, but you can see what how the car runs, and more practical than even doing a video. Wow, from a dealership. I do not want a minivan. I don't need one of those. I don't think I'll ever need one of those. When did trucks get so expensive? I mean, probably a Ford 1-ton, like, probably cheaper than these guys. Okay. Especially trucks that won't do too much. And the last page. Here, I did, what's this here? Knocking into the store, and I found these magazines that were older, and I had the Mazda 3 versus the Focus. That's where I learned they're basically the same car. So, the article's called Frenemies. And I think Cadillac came a long way. Very, very pretty car. His boyfriend and I had one, and it had this great Bose sound system in it. And it was so much fun to drive. Sunroof, cruising by Lake Michigan. Alright, so they look the same, different. I mean, window. This definitely looks more aggressive and more sporty. And Mazda did end up taking it because the grill's a little. That's not a bad grill. be like 2014. Yeah, 14. Let's see. So 2014. That's ideally what I would like to have. I don't really need a 15 or 16 for that matter. I guess you get better financing. Just give me the lovely Viper. The Abarth. Get that in a bit. Stay tuned, Ford Focus. Sad about it. Car and Driver Tech 50. 54. And then look at that. Can't have secret compartments in Ohio's. This looks crappy. What if I want a secret compartment in my car? Keep all my nail polish. None of their business. I have a secret compartment for my nail polish. Cobb Ford Focus ST. Oh, it's like super. It's the supercar. $38,000 Ford Focus. Kind of silly to me. And what? It doesn't even have a sunroof? It's just unacceptable. $38,000, no sunroof. I know I'm only going to use the sunroof for like 5 minutes and be over it if I ended up getting one. If anyone wants to keep their fingers crossed for me, I'm hoping to get one tomorrow. I'll do a video. Unless it's a terrible car and I'm embarrassed. Both sounds Impala. That's your mother's Impala. 29.6 billion. That's crazy. Or 29.6 million. That's still crazy. I'll make them one for half of that. Out of popsicle sticks. Okay, so let's see what they say about my pretty car. Once it goes alone and finds itself. I didn't know that. The Mazda 323 turned into the first Mercury Tracer. Ford Explorer became a Mazda Navajo. And in a reversal of the Courier plan, Ford Rangers were eventually sold as Mazda B-Series trucks. 1991 Protege and the Ford Escort arrived. Ford engines powered Mazda's small sedan, and it became difficult to tell where the Ford ended and the Mazda began. Oh, specs not really, I don't care. I just want to know, it looks really comfy inside, because it is really comfy inside. It's very pretty. And that is, once again, 2014. Okay, well. Porsche. I really do not like shopping for cars. pedestrian protection, Europe requires at least 0.8 inch between the underside of the hood and anything hard here. We recommend you look both ways. Yes, offset crash test is 25 miles an hour into a rigid barrier. Europe hits a deformable one at 40. Cars are T-boned with a 3,000-pound sled at 33 miles per hour here. The EU uses a 2,100-pounder at 31 miles an hour. So not as rigid, surprisingly. Talking about if everything would be able to be imported with no problem. Actually nice looking. Okay. Here, America visa denied. Land Rover Defender exemption from frontal airbag requirement expired. Lotus Elise advanced airbag exemption expired, and then Mercedes-Benz G65 AMG V12 doesn't fit into National Highway Transportation and Safety compliant crash structure. Interesting. Cars such as the first Lamborghini Gallardo Superleggera were fitted with different seats for sale here because of federal side impact requirements. Each market separately regulates headrest height, width, and setback. So I can get my butt up early and go look at vehicles. Kind of late notice, but if you have any suggestions, especially if you have any suggestions on how to get my hands a hold of that 2017 Ford GT, you know, the $500,000 one, I would welcome them. Holiday Monday if you're in the States. If you're somewhere else, I just hope you have a great Monday and all the rest of the days too. Bye now.